All right, thank you for coming. Please help yourself to your last taste of chametz or bagels before Pesach. And also keep in mind that even though tomorrow is really Erev Pesach, but we still burn the chametz in the time we normally would have if today would really be Erev Pesach. And the reason being is that we should make a distinction. If one year we were to burn chametz 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the next we might seem to think we can do the same thing. So they want to make it clear that there's a zman, and we should really adhere to the zman. Fascinating. On Seder night, we express thanks to Hashem over and over and over again for taking us out of Egypt. However, would it be fair to ask the following questions? Why do we thank God for taking us out of Egypt? He put us in Egypt in the first place. He should have not put us in Egypt, but we wouldn't have to go through this whole thing. Why is that the case? Imagine a scenario, a man with a white coat running down the street with a bat and he hits somebody, and then he says, I'm the world's best doctor, I'm going to take good care of you, I'm going to heal you. Don't hit him in the first place, you don't have to heal him, right? So we can ask a legitimate question. Why did God put us in Egypt, and then he saves us from Egypt? Why did he put us in Egypt in the first place? So the true answer is that the reason why we're so grateful to Hashem is that our descent to Egypt was the greatest guidance that God could have given us, because it was there that we formed a nation. If you remember, I said the other day, we're sent to Egypt under Dvar, which most commentators say is we were forced there because of Dvar, the word of Hashem. However, the alternative is under Dvar is the words, the bad words. The Jews, the brothers were fighting with each other. They hated each other. That's the reason why the Dvar Ra that they said about each other, the bad words, is the reason we went to Egypt. So the only place that we can be molded into a nation, we became slaves. In fact, no slave ever escaped from Egypt. Came to no choice but to live in God. God, that's the only way. As we saw, there was no way out of this, and it was only God who still take us out. It was able to mold us and to able to appreciate what God does for us on a regular basis. We're able to say Nasa v'nishma. And that's the reason our unwavering trust in Hashem only came about because of the Egyptian experience, and that's what we're living on Seder night, is we have to thank God over and over again for delivering us from Egypt, not only from Egypt, but also from our Mitzrayim, our own personal Mitzrayim that we experience in our lives. We should have a freilich, joyous, and kosher and happy Pesach. Kaddish Rabbanan.